Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. My name is Julia if you're new here. If you are a returning viewer, thank you so much for being here today. As you can see by the background, today is a little bit of a different video. I don't usually hang out in here. This is actually a little corner in my bedroom. Today, because it is a different type of video, it's more of a chill story time type of situation, a update on what my pregnancy has been like thus far. I figured we'd switch up the room and I could hang out in my comfy little chair. So without further ado, let's jump into it. Yesterday, which was, April 28th, I was 20 weeks pregnant. So today, when I'm filming this, I'm 20 weeks in a day, basically. So up to now, I haven't really talked about my pregnancy journey on YouTube. But it has been a ride, that is for sure. So because I've realized that there's a lot of other people, a lot of other ladies, families who have kind of gone through similar things in their pregnancy and in their journey to motherhood, I decided I wanted to share. So that's why we're here. So let's go back to the very beginning. My boyfriend and I moved into this apartment in December of 2021. And then we do have roommates. So this is in this apartment, we have roommates. We live with another couple. And come beginning of January is when I just had this feeling like, pause. Let me give you some background. So I was diagnosed with PCOS, which stands for polycystic ovarian syndrome, back in, gosh, it's been a long time now. I'm gonna say maybe 2018. And basically it might have even been before that, like 2016. I think I was still in college. But regardless, 2016, 2018, somewhere in there. And I was basically told that I might never be able to become pregnant, and if it does happen, it's probably going to be a journey. Like I would probably need like IVF and to be on hormones, and I can do a whole nother video on like what my PCOS journey has been like. If you're interested in that, let me know down below in the comments, because I'm totally open to sharing about that journey as well. But this is about pregnancies, so let's just put that there. So PCOS, I don't have regular cycles. I can go months without having a menstrual cycle. So flash forward to January, I hadn't had a cycle in a couple of months, but that was normal for me. But for some reason, I just had this like gut feeling, like I can't really explain what it was. I just felt like I needed to pee on a pregnancy test. Like I can't explain it to you in any other way other than it was like an intuitional, like gut feeling that I just should. Got a test, I took the pregnancy test, and there were 2 lines. Like very, very clearly 2 lines. I'm pretty sure I have a picture of it, and if I do, I will insert it right here. I could not believe my eyeballs. Like I literally could not believe it. Because I, as far as I knew, really couldn't get pregnant. Naturally, I went and got another test, but I got a digital one this time because I was like, maybe my eyes are deceiving me. Maybe I'm seeing 2 lines and there isn't 2 lines. Let me go get one that's gonna say pregnant or not pregnant. So when I took that test, sure enough, it said pregnant. So we were shocked. I obviously told him that night. I like left the pregnancy sticks out and I like told him, and yeah, it was a whole thing. And obviously now we're here and we are very happy and so grateful and excited to meet baby boy. But naturally at that time we were in shock. Like we weren't even trying. So it did come as a shock, but we are very happy. Now, I'm also adopted, which I can do a whole video on that as well. I guess there's a lot of like my life that I can talk about on here. If you guys are interested, let me know. But because I'm adopted and I don't have a relationship with my biological like blood family, I don't know like what runs in our family. I don't know if cancer runs in our family, like high blood pressure, heart disease, like heart problems, spina bifida, like all that kind of stuff. I have no idea. So when I went to my doctor's appointment, obviously they were asking me like about my family history, and I don't have anything to tell them. I told them I'm adopted and I don't know. So with that being said, we did a lot of genetic testing on myself. I ended up not being a carrier for any of like the scary stuff that they test you for. Then we flash forward to here in California. I don't know if they do this everywhere, but here in California they do an NT measurement ultrasound test thing. So I went to that, and basically there's like a little bulb on the back of the baby's neck that's like a fluid sac type of situation. I'm not a doctor, so I'm gonna explain it the best I can. But it's supposed to measure a certain amount at a certain week. Like if their baby is 12 weeks, it should measure this. If the baby's 16 weeks, it should measure this, etc. I went to that appointment. We were looking at baby, and turned out that the measurement was a little bit over what it was supposed to be. Which can be, it isn't always, but it can be indicative of like Down syndrome and other chromosomal abnormalities. So hard to say. So that was kind of scary. And they also found that baby had an echogenic bowel during that ultrasound, which means that basically when you're looking at an ultrasound of a baby or anyone, the bones are bright white, and then like the kind of grayish stuff is like tissue and like muscle and that kind of stuff, and then like the black blobby looking stuff is fluid. So it obviously is like a bowel or intestines, like it would be a black blobby thing because there's like nothing, you know, in it, and then like outlined with like gray. His was showing up bright white, so that was also a concern. So because that happened, then I got the NIPT test, which is when they take blood from mommy, and there's free floating DNA from the baby inside of your body because the umbilical cord and all that jazz. So they find baby's DNA in your blood, and then they test it. So they tested him for all of the things they can test for: Down syndrome, the major chromosomal abnormalities that they can test for, and then for whether or not he's boy or girl, whether the baby's boy or girl, because then certain chromosomal abnormalities only happen on the X and Y chromosome. So they test for that, which is how we knew he was a boy before the 20-week anatomy scan. All of those tests came back super duper low risk. Like they're 99.9% accurate, and he came back low risk for everything. So it doesn't look like there was anything wrong with him. That was awesome. Because it's not a diagnostic test, and it's more of a I don't know what you would call it, but it's not diagnostic. Like it doesn't for sure say the baby does not have this. It says there's a 99.9% chance that the baby doesn't have it. So because of that, they offered us the amniocentesis, where they go into the amniotic fluid and they take some of the cells and then they test it. That's a diagnostic test that says for sure the baby has it or for sure the baby does not. We decided to decline that just because there is a chance of miscarriage, and for us, like, we feel like this is our little miracle baby, because like I said, I've been told pretty much the last 6 or so years that getting pregnant is probably going to be very difficult for me, and here we are. So we decided to decline that, and baby's going to be what baby's going to be, and we're going to love him irregardless. But we did see baby on the 20-week ultrasound on Wednesday, and honestly, you guys, he looks amazing. I'm waiting for the phone call from my doctor, or for them to like put the notes or whatever in, but they said that at the next time I see my doctor that we would go over everything. Are definitely crossed fingers and toes and all that jazz, but he looked really good. And I'm obviously not a doctor, but I did see the ultrasound where we saw the echogenic bowel. Like I saw it on the screen, and to be honest, when I was looking at his bowel on this anatomy scan where they like showed him, okay, this is his bowel, the ultrasound tech, it was a black blob instead of being bright white. So it looks like whatever it was went away. I did a lot of research. It could be that he swallowed something in the amniotic fluid, like blood or something. The ultrasound machine, like, who knows? But I know for sure what I saw the first time I did not see on this 20-week scan. I do have an appointment to ultrasound with the specialist to look at him more closely for those couple of things that we saw, make sure that he's growing properly, etc., like he's the right size and weight. And I also in my research found that the NT measurement is actually really inaccurate, and that it could just be I'm further along than they think I am. Sometimes it's just normal for the baby. That's just like their normal state of being, if you will. NT measurement seems really unreliable, and I feel like I kind of got scared when there really wasn't anything to be scared about, because it is so unreliable now that I've done my research. But I'm glad that we got to do all of this ultrasound stuff. I am considered high risk, so I do see baby boy a lot more often than a lot of moms get to see their kiddos. I'm really grateful for that, honestly. Like, I'm cool with being high risk because I get to see him all the time. So that's been a big blessing. But if you're going through anything similar, like, honestly, reach out to me, drop something in the comments. Go follow me on Instagram at Julia A. Bauerfeind. It's always down below in the description, but honestly, go follow me on there, and you can literally, or TikTok, and we can DM about it. Like, I'm so here for you guys. Like, it was really scary for me being someone in my family who's gone through this stuff when like most everybody hasn't. There hasn't been a baby in our family for 4 years, so some of these tests are like newer, and I'm the only one that's done them. Having a support system is super important, and I'm here for you if you need me. With all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this, like, my pregnancy up till now. Don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed this video and want to see more storytime videos like this about either my adoption or just anything. Let me know down below. I'm an open book, really, I am. Don't forget to hit subscribe and the bell notification button, because you're not going to want to miss all these videos, story times, nursery decorations, all the good stuff that's to come. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye!